Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the ARS Hobby Show. We are the New Haven Society of Model Engineers, the third oldest model railroad club still in existence in the United States, having been formed in April of 1932. No, I was not there. But I have been a member of this society since I was 16 years old in 1954. So I've been here for over 60 years. You couldn't pay me enough for this, but for the love of the hobby, you know. The model railroad you're seeing here is one of 3 model railroads that the New Haven Society has. 2 of them are portable. This one is O scale, and the other one is HO scale. This one is only shown once a year because of what my hand is on right now. This model of a Scherzer rolling lift bridge. It was built by one man over a 2-year period between 1938 and 1940 from official New Haven Railroad plans obtained legally from the railroad in 1938. The 2 bridges it is plans of, or it shows, are over the Housatonic River in Devon, Connecticut. They were put in approximately 1910. In 1938, the Society moved into new home and had an aisle that they needed to put track across. They wanted a bridge, but they did not want to have to crawl under the bridge. They wanted a bridge that would open. So they went to the New Haven. The New Haven Railroad said, yes, you may have the plans. And do you need any help from our bridge and building department? Something that would not happen today. They throw you off the property and call Homeland Security. So, anyway, somebody had to step up to the plate. You see his name on the red plaque out front, Al Shellback. Was a machinist for Winchester Repeating Arms in New Haven. He said, I'll build it, but I don't have enough money to buy the raw material. The Cub said, we'll fund it, go ahead. So he bought sheet brass. He bought steel for counterweights. He bought a motor. He bought some gears. And he bought a lot of little brass pins to use as rivets. Folks, every little head you see here is a real rivet. There are over 33,000 rivets in this bridge. Each one put in by hand. In order to do that, Al Shellback had to drill approximately 70,000 individual holes with a hand drill. Because sometimes he was going through 2 or 3 layers of brass with a rivet. Now, this deck weighs 75 pounds. How do you lift a deck weighing 75 pounds without having to have some big mechanism? Very simply, you counterbalance. You make this weight and this weight equal around a pivot point. This is a rolling lift bridge. When this deck goes up, it does not do this, it does this. It rolls back as it lifts up. That's the advantage of a Scherzer bridge. But they're very touchy about their supports. So we have a small motor right up here, and that is so well, this is so well counterbalanced that I can take one finger and put it on the armature, and if I turn that armature, this will start to rise. It'll take me an hour to get it up in the air, but it won't hurt my finger. That's how well balanced it is. And what we're going to do is use that motor in just a second to raise this up. Okay? Now, where's the pivot point? See where my finger is? There's a little gear just to the left of my finger on a rack. That's the pivot point. There's one back over here too. And okay, let's see what happens here. See what I mean about it lifting but rolling back to your left? Now there's more rivets down here if you want to start counting the rivets, folks. You have until 5 o'clock tonight. We've lost the exact count. We know there's over 33,000, but that's all. So, anyway, you can see how a normal bridge, if it just pivoted like this, would be way out here like this. Okay? This actually can go straight up and down, but some of our scenery people got some scenery in the way, and they get mad at me if I break it. All right, now we'll take it back down, because whatever boat went through, now you'll notice I stopped the deck before it went all the way down. On the real bridge, it's mandatory you stop the deck to stop the momentum, so you won't jam the locking mechanism. If you jam the locking mechanism and cannot lock the bridge down, federal regulations say you may not run trains over the bridge. If you were the operator that did it, you just kissed your job goodbye.
Hey Ray, how long did it take to build the full-scale version of this bridge across the river?
Probably a couple of years. Yeah.
And this is actually, you know, a full-size bridge, it actually goes up like this.
Two of them.
Two of them?
Yeah. They are actually turned around. This end actually faces New Haven. And about 1910 they were built. And
They're still operational?
yes. They've had, if you see them, they have more weights up here because of just wear and friction, okay? But yeah, this is official New Haven Railroad plans. Oh, it's right next to the southbound lane of I-95. Lower Interstate 95? Okay. Well, if you come out of New Haven and go to Bridgeport, if you were in the extreme right-hand lane, there's a bridge that goes right over the Housatonic River. It's actually, Devon is a section of Milford, Connecticut. Okay? If you were in that right-hand lane going southbound and in something higher than a passenger car, you could look right down on the top of both of these.
So you're right, it's in the prime shipping area.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ray.
You're welcome. Well, let's say, how much is this worth?
How much is this worth?
Okay. It's priceless, okay, because I have seen other models in several scales that have rivet detail and work, but nothing that can claim they had rivets, okay, real rivets. But we actually know how much the bridge cost. we have the reimbursement letter from Al Shellback to the club in 1938 for the brass, the steel, the motor, the gears, and the rivets. So the bridge is relatively inexpensive, $44.35.
How much is that in today's dollars?
Oh,
But it's
you
1938.
can't carry it.
That's 1938 prices.
That is 1938 prices, yes, sir.
If you did that today, it would be a little.
Well, also, how much is 2 years of Al Shellback's family life? Because his son told us that Dad used to go downstairs every Wednesday, every weekday night and work on that blank bridge. And Dad would stop one night a week, I believe he said it was Tuesday night, and come up and listen to the only radio in the house because it's depression. And he would listen. Now you got to be my age or better to understand this, but they'd listen to the old Amos and Andy show. Now, very politically incorrect.
Okay, you can see the circus.
Okay? But, and then he'd go back down and go to work. And he had a full-time job working at Winchester's. So he was lucky. So, now, any other questions? Yeah, it's modern railroad engineering at its best. I'm a scratch builder. I would not even consider it. Now that circus train that's somewhere around here, there it is. My wife and I built that. Yeah, they were kits, but when you opened the box, it was mostly pieces of wood and plans. Some of them may be in the correct shape, but that was about it.
How long did it take you to do that service?
Oh, it's been about 3 or 4 years easily, because it was